Hello YouTubers. Well, back at the place where I usually hunt, where I usually goose hunt. Just wanted to show you what it looks like at high pool. Now last time I checked it was 88% full. That was a few days ago. It's probably 90 or 92% now. It doesn't get much higher than it is now. There's a large goose flying. Looks a lot different when it's all covered with water. Right here's the absolute top line, and it almost never gets this high. Almost never. And you can see it's pretty close at this point. The inflow is still exceeding the outflow, so it's probably still going to go up some, depending on the snow patch. Once it warms up, I'll be fishing out here. Looks considerably different with water over everything. Some of my goose hunting I did last winter was, well, I'd be right under there. And there's bass and crappie and bluegill out here, carp, perch. So I use this area during the summer too. Come out here and do a lot of fishing. But by next October, most of this will be exposed probably. And the back of the reservoir will be probably somewhere over there. And now it goes clear way back up the river channel, the stream channel. It gives these birds a lot of area to nest in. We've got quite a few geese that breed here. Some of them don't stay, some of them are non-migratory. And I look forward to seeing them all in October. Out there a ways is where that pond is, where my goose splashdown video is. You can't tell by looking at it. You probably remember this spot if you watch my video, 3 geese down in less than 2 minutes. It's the same spot. It's a lot different with water. See, I was right over in here, and they fell right over there. It's still kind of cold this morning. It feels like about 35, 38, something like that. But it's been warm enough during the day that the geese are separating out of their large groups now. They're mostly pairs. Mostly what you see now are pairs. So they'll be, if they haven't already, they will be looking for a place to nest. and they'll be working on that. And I hope they're highly successful so that I can have a good hunt next year. The refuge boundary is right there at the green gate during hunting season. But March 1st they open all this up, so this is all open to the public now. The birds kind of have to fend for themselves, but there's a lot more area they can hide in. This water's backed up way back into the willows, way back there, and there's a lot of good hiding spots for them. Most of the time, not too many people go way back there to go fishing because there's clouds of mosquitoes back there once it warms up. Here's the corner blind that I've used so often. Now it sits inactive, quiet. And here, this is boundary right here. Here, you see this hole right here. Hole that I used for a blind for shooting at geese all last fall or last winter. Sits inactive, full of weeds, sitting poised, willing to serve when the season starts again. And it will start again. One thing I find that the older I get, the faster the seasons just bomb by, which further increases my sense of mortality. I look forward to hunting out here again. I always do. This is not a popular waterfowl spot, not by a long shot. It's actually pretty poor compared to a lot of other areas, but you don't have a check station, you don't have to check in, you don't have to make reservations, you don't have to pay extra each day for hunting waterfowl, and I like that. I would rather have a little less success and not be bombarded with gobs of restrictions like so many other places. But most of it out here is pass shooting. I hardly ever do any non-pass shooting. And therefore, that is why I rely heavily on tight chokes and large gauges, such as my 10 gauge, because the shots are generally long. 40 yards is a close shot out here. So you end up having to, if you don't have a larger gauge or a really tight choke, you're going to be passing on a lot of shots out here. And that's what happens. I see it happen a lot out here. The hunters either don't get to shoot or they don't knock anything down. I've been out here many times where I was the only one that killed any geese out here. And I know that because I'm out here a lot during the season. Now look, there is, those are mine, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. There's another one. Looks like the erosion washed them. These are 10 gauge wads, obviously from my gun. I'm the only one that shoots a 10 gauge out here generally. I haven't run into anyone else, but I'd like to. Incidentally, some of the people I've seen get geese out here, they've been successful with 12 gauges, have been shooting brownings. I don't know if that means anything to you, but one of the guys that used to hunt out here, he's an older guy, older than me. He had Browning Satori 12 gauge over and under, 3.5 inch, and he did pretty well. He reloaded his own shells, and he was using heavy shot, but he passed on a lot of shots that I could have taken with my 10. So it's a matter of judgment. I'm not trying to cripple anything. I passed on more shots this year than the previous year, so that's how it is. Anyway, hope you like this video. It's not one of my best videos, but I'm working on getting another camera, and I'll have more subject matter to work on. I've got some plans for some more videos, mostly ballistic stuff, shooting, that kind of thing, various off-season stuff, and shortly, it's not going to be too long before turkey season starts up, and I'll be focusing on that. So stay tuned, just keep checking, and I'll keep posting videos. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.